So as expected, the S&P 500 continues to move down, and she's continuing to pay us and give up the goods. I think I might keep her. Now, do we have more to fall, or are we about to bounce? Let's check it out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tay Sweat here once again, and I'm bringing you another STB market watch. Now, for those of y'all who are new, why do I do this, and who am I? Well, first of all, I've been trading the stock market for almost 10 years now. Started in penny stocks, and I went from penny stocks. I started trading crypto, stocks, futures, options. I can pretty much trade it all. Why? Because when you learn how to trade penny stocks with crappy companies, you essentially know how to trade anything, because if you can catch a falling knife and trade it up and down using technical analysis, really solid companies that are profitable, they're easy as far as I'm concerned, right? So since I've been doing it for so long and doing it pretty successfully, I might add, I figured, hey, why not do a market watch when the market is open? See if I can help some other people see what I see, right? So that being said, what have we done over the last few days or the last day? And what are we going to do over the next few days? All right, we got big earnings today. I think after market close on Apple. Apple's going to give us some big earnings. Apple can move the market. So we can fall hard or we can go up. So we need to check out this chart and see what it's actually telling us it wants to do. I'm thinking today we're going to check the S&P, or, I like to check the ES because it's moving before the market opens. I have to make these videos before the market opens. And then we can kind of see where it's going. Now, for some of you all who are asking, real quick before we go into charts, for some of you all who are asking for live trading, can you trade live? I'm a swing trader. I don't trade in and out in a couple minutes, right? So if you want me to swing trade, we're going to have to, or you want me to swing trade live, we're going to have to do a live session for like 16 hours. Because I like to stay in my moves a lot of times, right? And I set my orders and then I go work out. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I like to teach my people who have lives, right? I'm not stuck to a screen all day. I am not sitting here trying to get in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't like that, right? Because the way the market moves, especially, you only get very micro moves, right? I'm a swing trader because I like to capture 20, 30, 40, 50 points if we're trading futures, right? I like to capture the big move. And we all know, for those of you who are familiar with trading, we know that it takes hours and hours to capture those type of moves, right? So the next best thing that I can do is I can break down the chart, because the charts that we look at, they're live, right? They're live. So this live chart, as it's moving, what I can do is go in and say, okay, this is what it looks like it's doing. It needs to go here or it needs to go there. Okay, I think I'm going to take it there, right? I set my orders. And so essentially what you're seeing is pretty much live. You just can't ask questions live. But for me, the way I trade, live trading, this is probably as live as it's going to get without us having to do an 8-hour session. Because sometimes I even hold overnight. I don't always hold through like a couple times a day, like in and out a couple times a day. I usually hold for hours, right? And let certain candles, because I trade, a lot of times I trade on the 4-hour and the 1-hour chart, right? And I'll look at the 2, 3 hour, like I literally look at all the charts, but my main few charts are the hours. So 1 through 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I check those charts, okay? So that being said, this is about as live as we're going to be able to get without having to do a really extended session. And honestly, yeah, you see, I work out a lot. I'm on a treadmill every market watch. Why? Because I work out, because I'm working, baby. We working, right? So while I'm waiting on certain plays to play out, I go to the gym. I have to, I do usually in the mornings, I'll do, y'all have been asking about this. Usually in the mornings, I'll do an hour weights, do some cardio again, eat, and then go back and do weights before the market closes. So once again, I don't have a lot of time to be in front of the screen. So that's kind of my thing. So that's why I'm more of a swing trader, right? Swing trade. So we'll dive into the charts and we'll have some fun, right? We'll have some fun doing more of a swing trade model, and I can show you using predictive indicators, I'll show you where we can go based on the rules of the market. Let's dive into some charts. All right, family. So here we have the ES, once again, hour charts. That's what I trade. To be honest with you, anybody who wants to day trade, you probably need to go to 5-minute chart. When I day traded penny stocks, we will use a 5-minute chart. But I mean, look at this. This big move right here, that was amazing. That was only for me. I was able to catch that on the hour, right? I was able to catch that on the hour chart. But these 5-minute candles, you see how they play out? It takes time. It takes time to trade. So once again, I like the hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. Those are my favorite charts because I like these type of moves, right? That's 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. So if we were to sit and do a live, and I just want to show this before we go into our analysis, we would do a live trading session. One, I'd have to wait for this to break, right? This was a support I was looking at. Boom, 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 boom. Got above, came below. Resistance. That gave me everything I needed. Boom, we failed. But I started looking at this move probably right in this area, right? Because I usually set some of my stuff at night. Believe it or not, I set it at night and I let it do its thing and then play out. So once again, that would have taken 3 a.m. We got the move here, 7 a.m. So if we went live, let's say market open, 9 o'clock, 1, 2, 3 hours, right? That would have been 3 hours of sitting on here, So once again, I don't really do live trading because I'm a swing trader, right? Swing for a couple hours, maybe a couple of days. Even with options, I swing for a couple of weeks. So that's kind of how I play the game. All right. So this is about as live as it gets. As you see, we're moving. So as we go into our analysis, where are we and what are we getting ready to do? Now, remember, I still have this target somewhere from 42.20 to, I say 42.50. It's a range. If we go back, we can find that actual range. But I just want to kind of throw it out there and say, look, that's still a range that I'm looking to get hit. But we follow the trend, right? For my STB folks, you know what I mean when I say we follow the trend. We bring up those EMAs. That's a very great way to see the trend, right? See the trend. Another great way to see the trend. I know a lot of people say, I don't like using those trend lines. But they're called trend lines for a reason. And they are followed like a beast. Okay, they are followed like a beast. Look at that. Okay, so for me, we're still currently in a downtrend. I was thinking, don't get me wrong, I was thinking we were going to bounce out of here when I saw these bulls step in. Now, once again, this still can be a bullish move out of this range because that was a strong set of bulls. Okay, this is what we call a mono wave. That mono wave is a strong set of bulls. Now, what I saw going on here is, let's look at some paths. Let's see. So I saw going on here was, of course, we've been calling it out. 1, 2. Okay, we had that 3 move going into here, right? And we consolidated for a while, which let me know this 3, or what we consider to be a 3 move or wave 3. What that could have been, should have been, would have been should have been higher. It would have been 3, 4, 5 ABC down, right? But what I considered this was an A, B, C up, okay? And then that gave us that 1, 2, 3 down, gave us a 4 across, bing, 5, and then there you go. I see that A, we make it a B, C out of it, right? Now, that could take us to, like I said, that 42.20, right? But we have to follow. The trend is your friend, right? Anytime somebody says, "Hey, where are we going? What will we do?" Trend is your friend. I never go against the trend. That's the easiest way to get your head knocked off. Never go against the trend. All right. So as I'm looking at this move here, I see 2 rules that I'm looking to hold. Let's see, we got up, barely hit a 50% retracement. and then it kind of leaked. But even with this move, I'd like to see a hold. Well, here's the thing. Rule on this is not broken yet. I'm going to be paying attention to this low. That's definitely something I need to be, or we need to be aware of. So I'll be paying attention to this low. We'll see how it goes. We gapped, as you see, we gapped down at market open, and it popped up, closed the gap. So we do need to come in here and hold this, right? We need to come in here and hold that. That's a retrace of the gap, okay? If we hold that, yes, we can hold, and this thing can bounce on out of here. And in the next, like I said, in the next week or two, we could see 4,200. Now, me personally, these bears are looking strong. I'm not gonna lie. These big moves down, these bears are looking strong. So I don't know. These are bulls. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hold up, right? But I'm not going bearish, or I'm not really looking to get bearish until we break here. If we don't break that 4070, we're going up. As far as I'm concerned, we're going up. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for a hold of this bottom. And as a matter of fact, depending on, your trading plan, you may not even have to wait for the bottom. Like maybe it won't come back down here, right? It won't come back down here. Maybe it will hold the retracement of this move, this potential move of a 1, 2, and then a 3, right? We get that 3 out, hold 4, bing, we're out of there. All right, so that's what I'm gonna be looking for, just as far as the waves go. Once again, there's a lot of other things at play. The reason why I say that is because although I look at hour, 4 hour, I also have some stuff back here that needs to get closed, right? So I have some orders. We'll say some orders. I have some orders that need to get down here and get touched up, right? So my ultimate price target right now, when you're dealing with waves, you always have an alternative, 2 alternative price targets. Let's say that. So I have 2 price targets right now, right? I'm looking at that like 40. It's probably need to get lower than that, like 40, 30 something, 40, 35, 40, 20, somewhere in this area. And then I want to see if we can't get down here and we hold this. I'm expecting a bounce out to get us back to that 4,200. That's what I'm looking for. And the reason why, once again, I say that is because if we can get back here, let's see, it's the 4 hour. It should be good. Boom. If we can get back here, I got some stuff that needs to get touched up. Let's say that. Let's see. Bingo. Right. So that's a little higher than the box I set, but right in that same area. So 42.20 as high as 42.82. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Where will we hit it, or when will we hit it? Excuse me. I don't know. First of all, I know one thing. This is a downtrend currently, right? And I don't go against the trend. So I want to see this trend broken, maybe even held as support. Then we take off. If we don't get that, me no buy. Okay. So that's just kind of my breakdown of the S&P right now. We'll see. What I have been seeing over here is that consolidation still playing out in Bitcoin. Remember, I told you all we were consolidating in this area, but we broke it, and now it's trying to hold. Right, so we broke it here, came back up, consolidated again, broke it again, came back in. So what I'm thinking is going on is you got a lot of selling pressure right now, right? You got a lot of selling pressure right now. Now let's have some fun. You all can record this. You can, whatever you need to do, you can record it. You can say I'm crazy. You can use it for future reference, whatever it is. But when I look at the macro, okay, because technically the STB market watch was supposed to be a macro watch, but I know people are very, very impatient, right? So I'm like, hey, let me give you some more day-to-day stuff, but I still want to throw in some macro stuff. So let's look at the weekly chart on Bitcoin. And the reason why I say you can record this because I'm about to give you what I see happening as far as my price target. Okay, I have a price target on Bitcoin that most people absolutely hate. They hate me when I say this, and I've been saying it since 60,000, which is why I got out of Bitcoin. For anybody who's Tay's a Bitcoin hater, I rolled Bitcoin up from 8,000. Let's see. Yeah. So I was in Bitcoin right around here. So no, not a Bitcoin hater. All right. Not a Bitcoin hater at all. Let me see. That's 2019. So no, I probably, because I missed this. I was kind of PO'd that I missed that. So that was 3,800 and I missed it and it was moving up. I grabbed a few right around here. When I say a few, it's a few for me. So the 8,000 range, I probably put like 100K in, right? Maybe a little bit more than that, right? Maybe a little bit more. But I put some in at about 8K and then it blew up. And I started kind of how a lot of people dollar cost average. I started taking profit in a dollar cost average way. So I started averaging out some profits. Okay. And as we got, I think we broke like 50K, which was right around here. We broke about 50K. I started taking profit. We fell down. I was like, I don't like that. I knew we were coming to test these buyers. We popped up again to about 55. I got out the rest of the way, and I started calling because this move right here showed me where we were going and let me know we were trying to go bearish. I started calling shorts right here. Okay, so once again, people thought I was crazy. Let's go to the monthly chart, finish out this macro. Let's see. So, I mean, yeah, the highest I think we're going to get now on the macro, it could get up as high as about 37, and I even call it maybe like that 40,000. I could see it try to peek its head up if it want to get stupid, if it wants to really get stupid. But if we go back to the weekly chart, my ultimate price target. Okay. Once again, people hate my my trend lines, but they work. They work, my friends. They work. There we go. My ultimate price target is for us to get back down here. Okay. You see, we kind of held it. We call it front running. They front ran it. We're getting ready to come back into some resistance right around that 31,000. That's why we're kind of struggling. We're struggling right there. This is a long-term trend, right? We did break out of it, came back down, held support, got back in, resistance. Once again, this is long-term resistance. Look, resistance. It got down, support. It held it really well. So once again, this is kind of like that trend that I'm looking at. I do see we have like this area of sellers. Okay, so here as high as here. So we got area of sellers. So once again, that's why I said we can get up to close. It can try to get up there and grab that that 40,000. 30, I'd say even like 36. It's gonna fall short of 40,000. It can try to get up there. Do I think we're gonna be able to make it? No. I'm not sure. Let me say it that way. I'm not sure we can. So I'd like to see this move be retraced. Ultimate price target or near-term price target is getting back down to about 17,000. Ultimate price target, I'd like to see it get back into this range. So I'm saying $10,000 to $13,000. That is my range, right? I have a crazy like, Tay, get out of here. I have a crazy target of maybe like 6,000, 6,000 ish. 6,000 is my crazy price target. But one of my price targets that I'm kind of almost certain is going to hit, I'm looking at about 11 to 13,000. That's using predictive indicators. That's it. So once again, I don't personally day trade because I like to use my predictive indicators and take advantage of the big move. Because imagine catching a move like this from 30,000 down to 15. That's a $15,000 fall, right? So for me, I like the bigger moves, right? I like the bigger moves. So no, I don't really day trade. So because of that, that's why we started this video. I say, hey, I don't day trade or I don't do live sessions because mean, this is about as live as it's gonna get. Like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. All right, I see y'all in a couple weeks, or see you in a couple hours. And I even look at the weekly and the monthly chart, and sometimes it's see you in a couple years. Because for Bitcoin to get down there, I mean, that might take another year or two. I'm patient though. For a $15,000 move, I'm patient. Right? So once again, family, I just like to let everybody know this is kind of how it works, and this is what's going on. And if you continue to do what's right as far as charting, y'all keep showing up, doing your thing. I'm gonna make sure we take STB members far, right? Whether you're in the free Discord, whether you're in STB VIP, where I actually teach you, or if you're in the middle ground, which is the STB Discord, which is $50 a month. Whichever one, from free all the way to the VIP, I got y'all. Right, I got you. So I'm just going to continue to do what I can to deliver, over deliver. People know I like to over deliver. And hey, from there, we're going to have some fun. We're going to keep making some money. Shout out to everybody in STB, in the Discord and in the VIP, because we've been making a lot of money from these moves down. And I'll be on the next one. Tomorrow's Friday, so this will be wrapping up the week. Let's see how these Apple earnings treat us. All right, I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These products